Hello and welcome to my channel. I am going to do Excel chapter 11 Cap Assessment Deans. This is the 11th chapter of Excel section of my IT Lab course. I will do this assignment step by step. I will solve each and every step in this video and you can get your assignment done by watching this video. If you want me to do this assignment for you, if you want me to do this complete course for you, including Excel assignment, Assess assignment, Word assignment, or PowerPoint assignment, just contact me on WhatsApp or email that you can see at the bottom of the screen as well. You can have me for your other courses as well, like accounting, management, finance, information technology, computer sciences, or writing assignment as well. So let's solve this assignment from step 1 to the end of the assignment. Title of the assignment is Exp19 Excel chapter 11 Cap Assessment Deans. So first step of the assignment is to download the Excel sheet where we will apply all these steps to get this assignment done. I have already downloaded this. This is the Excel sheet where we will apply all these steps to get this assignment done. So we will move to step number 2. Step number 2 is in cell C8 enter 2006-435 and use flash fill to complete the IDs for all the deans and associate deans. So we are supposed to enter this in cell C8, then we will use flash fill to get the other IDs in column C. So let's type this in cell C8. So let's go to cell C8. This is C8 and we are supposed to type 2006-435. We are supposed to type this in cell C8 and now we are supposed to use the flash fill to get the other IDs. For this, go to the home tab. After going to home tab, click on fill and click on flash fill. So you can see that we got the other IDs in column C. So step number 2 is completed. Step number 3 is in cell E8, use the text function to display the first 3 characters. So basically we are supposed to use the text function in cell E8 and for this use the first 3 characters of the college name stored in the previous column, copy the function to the range E9 up to E28. So we are supposed to use the text function in the cell E8. So let's go to the column cell E8 and use the text function to get the first 3 characters of the college name. So this is E8 and we are supposed to get the first 3 characters. So we will type equal sign and then after that type left because we are going to get the first 3 characters, that is ENG in this one. So click on the insert function symbol. So our text will be D8 and we are supposed to extract 3 characters. So type 3 here and click OK. So we have extracted 3 words from the word in D8. Now we will use the autofill handle to get the other characters for the college ID. So we got the other character for the college ID. So here it is bus, it is showing bus, it is art, then here it will be edu. So it is showing the first 3 characters of the college name. So for this we used a left function. So that is all about step number 3 and now we will move to next step, that is step number 4. In step number 4, it is saying that in cell F8, insert the correct text function to display the college name in upper and lower case letter. So now we are supposed to display the college name in upper and lower case letter, copy the function to the range. So we will use a text function in cell F8 to display the name in upper and lower case. So let's go to F8 and use the function. So this is our F8 and we are supposed to use a text function, and for this we will use a proper function. Type equal sign first. After typing the equal sign, type proper, this one, click on it, and now our text will be D8 because we are supposed to show the college name in upper and lower case. So this is the college name and we will get the, so you can see that this was all in uppercase, but now we are getting the college name in upper and lower case. So we used a proper function for this one. You can see this one. So we will use the autofill handle to get the other college names in upper and lower case. So we got this one. That is our step number 4. So we have completed 4 steps for this assignment. Now let's move to next step, that is step number 5. So in step number 5, it is saying that in cell J8, we are supposed to use a function in cell J8 inside the either contact or text join function. So we are supposed to use either the contact or text join function to combine the last name, comma and space, and the first name, copy the function to the range G9 up to J28. So basically we are supposed to combine the last and first name. So we will use this one first. And now we can use the contact or text join function. So let's go to cell J8. So this is our cell J8 and we are supposed to use the contact function here. So for this we will type equal sign and type contact. So we got the contact here and then click on the insert function symbol. So now we are supposed to combine the last and first name. So our last and first name, so we are supposed to combine these two names. So first we will type the last name. Then it is saying that there should be then comma and space. So then we will type the comma and space after this one. So comma and space. So text 1 will be the last name. That is this one. Then text 2 will be the space because comma, sorry, last name. Then it will be a comma. This one. Then there will be a space because it is mentioned here, space. And after that, text 2 will be the first name. When we will click on it, we will get this last name, then a comma, then a space, and the first name. So we got this by using the contact function. Let me repeat it again. We are using a contact function to combine the last name and first name, and requirement is first should be the last name, then there should be a comma, then there should be a space, and after that there should be a first name. So when we will click on it, we will get the full name. That will be last name, comma, space, and first name. We will use the autofill handle to get the other result. So we got the other result. You can see that last name, comma, space, and the first name. That is all about step number 5. And now we will move to next step. That is step number 6. So step number 6 is select the range K8 up to K28 and convert the tags to columns, separating the data at the commas. So now we are supposed to convert this text that is placed in the range K8 up to K28 to the columns, separating the data at the commas. So let's do this, and first we will select this range that is K8 up to K28. So let's go to the sheet and select the range. So range has been selected. So this is range, and we are supposed to convert this text to the column. For this, go to the data tab. After going to the data tab, click on text to the column. So we are supposed to use the delimiter, that is the delimiter, and we are supposed to use the comma that is given in the requirement. So we will check the comma box and we will uncheck this tab box because we are separating the text at commas. You can see that. So we check the commas box and click finish. Now you can see that this text has been converted into the columns. That is all about step number 6. So next step is step number 7. In step number 7, it is saying that copy the range A7 up to M7 and paste it starting in the range A30. So we are supposed to copy this range and then we will paste this range in A30. Then it is saying that enter the criterion associate dean in the appropriate cell on the row 31. So first we will copy this range that is A7 up to M7. So let's go to the sheet and first we will select this range that is A7 up to M7. You can see this range has been selected. So go to home tab and copy this one. Now we are supposed to paste this range in A30. So this is our A30. Click here and click on paste. So we have copied the range and we have pasted it in cell A30. After that, we are supposed to type associate deans in the appropriate cell. So copy this or we can paste, copy this or we can type this as well. So I will copy this one and then go to appropriate cell. So our appropriate cell will be the title one because in title we are getting the associate dean and dean. So we will type it in cell G31. That should be associate dean. And we are done with step number 7. Now let's move to step number 8. In step number 8, it is saying that perform an advanced filter using the range A7 up to M28 as the data source. So our data source is this one A7 up to M28. The criteria range you just created, we have created this the criteria range. This is the criteria range, all this one. This is the criteria range. So we will use this and we will use the data source to perform the advanced filtering and then copy the record to the output area A34. So just click here, any cell in the range A7 up to M28 and after clicking any cell, just go to data. After going to the data, click on the advanced. So now we are supposed to copy to another location. So check this box and our source is A7 up to M27. So we will select this one from A7 up to M27. So we have selected A7 up to M28. This is our data source. So I have selected the data source. After that, we will select the criteria. So our criteria will be this one. So this is our criteria. And now we are supposed to copy this to the range A34 up to M34. So let's go to A34. So this is A34. Click here and click OK. So we got the data, or we filter the data only for the associate deans. So you can see only associate deans in this filter data. So we filter these all data for only the associate deans. So you can see only the associate deans in the title. Here this data was for the associate deans and dean as well. So we are getting the associate deans data because we use the filter, advanced filter based on the criteria for the associate deans. So this is all about step number 8. Now we will move to next step, that is step number 9. So our step number 9 is in cell L2, insert the database function to calculate the average salary for the associate deans. So now we are supposed to insert a database function in L2 to calculate the average salary for associate deans. So let's go to cell L2. So this is cell L2 and we are supposed to use a database function to calculate the average salary only for the associate deans. This one. So we will type a database function. So enter a equal sign first and type D average. So because we are using a database function, so we will use D average. So click on the insert function symbol. So our database will be the whole data, that is from A7 up to M28. So we will select the data. A7 up to M28. So we will select this data and then we will select the field as well. So first put the dollar sign before this one. And now our field is salary because we are going to calculate the average salary. So we will type salary in the inverted commas. So we are going to calculate the average salary for the associate dean. So our criteria will be from this one. So this is our criteria, that will be G30 up to G31. So we got the average salary for the associate deans in cell L2, and after that we will move to next step, that is step number 10. So we have solved 9 steps. I solved each and every step and now I am going to do step number 10. So step number 10 is in cell L3, insert the database function to display the lowest salary for the associate dean. So in step 9, we calculated the average salary for the associate dean using the database function. And in step 10, we are supposed to calculate the lowest salary for the associate dean using the database function. So let's move to the sheet and go to the cell L8. So L3, sorry. And here we are supposed to use a database function to calculate the lowest salary for the associate dean. So type an equal sign and type D minimum. So this is our database function to calculate the lowest salary. Then click on the insert function symbol. So our database will be from A7 up to M28, this one. So we will select our database. So we have selected the database and our field will be the salary because we are calculating the lowest salary for the associate dean, and now our criteria will be again this one because we are just calculating for the associate dean. So database will be from A7 up to M28. Field will be the salary and criteria will be from G30 to G31. So we will get the lowest salary for the associate dean. So we have completed step number 10. Let's move to step number 11 now. Basically, this assignment have 18 steps and I have done 10 steps, and now I am going to do step number 11. So in step number 11, it is saying that in cell L4, insert the database function to display the highest salary for the associate dean. Just like step number 9 and 10, where we calculated the average salary for the associate dean and the lowest salary for the associate dean, now we are supposed to calculate the highest salary for the associate dean using that database function. So we will go to cell L4. This is L4 and now we are supposed to calculate the highest salary for the associate dean. So we will enter an equal sign here. After entering the equal sign, we will use a database function to get the highest salary. So we will use dmax because we are using a database function here. So this is dmax, and click on the insert function symbol. So we will select the database here. So our database will be again from A7 up to M28. So select the database A7 up to M28. So we have selected the database. After selecting the database, we will select the field that is the salary because we are going to get the highest salary for the associate deans. So we are going to calculate criteria will be associate dean. We have created the criteria already. This is our criteria. So when we click OK, we will get the highest salary for the associate deans. So I have completed 11 steps out of 22 steps. Out of 18 steps. 18 steps is just about solving the saving the file. So there are 17 steps. So 17 is just about the footer. So only step number 16, 15, 14, 13 and 12. Only 5 steps left and I have solved 11 steps. I solved each and every steps and I explained how you can do these steps. So now I am going to give you an overview for the remaining 5 steps so that you can complete this step. But if you can't complete this step, just contact me on WhatsApp, email or WeChat ID. My email and WhatsApp is showing at the bottom of screen. You can contact me. I will do this assignment for you. I will do this complete course for you. Let me give you an overview for the complete version. When you will solve these 5 steps, then you will get a final version. So you will get a final version like this. So this will be our final version. Average salary, lowest salary, highest salary and total salary that we calculated by using the database function for the average, database function for the lowest and database function for the highest and the database function for the total salary. So we have calculated these one. We extracted these 3 characters from the college name using the text function. Then we used a function to show the college name in upper and lower cases because this was only in upper cases. Then after that we converted this text into column, that is building and extension, by using the text to column function. After that we combined the last and full name including a space. We combine first and last name including a comment space into full name. This is all about step number, this is all about the assignment. So our step number 5 is in cell L5 inside the database function to calculate the total salary. I have already calculated the total salary here. You can see that this is the total salary. And then in step number 13, it is saying that format the range L2 up to L5 with a counting number format. So you can see that I have already formatted this as a counting number format. So that is easy for you. In step number 14, it is saying that in cell H3, use the match function to look up the ID stored in cell H2, compare it to the IDs in the range C8 up to C28 and return the position number. So we are supposed to use the match function in cell H2 to return the position function. So in H3, I have already used a match function to return the position number, and position number is 7 using the match function. So this is step number 14. And step number 15, we are supposed to use a index function in cell H4, use the position number stored in cell H3, that is the 7, the range C8, M28 for the array, and the correct column number within the range. So I have already completed this one. You can see that this will show the last name, that is Maiza. So that is step number 15. That step number 16 is easy because we are supposed to just show the function. So I have solved this assignment. If you want me to do this assignment for you, just contact me on WhatsApp, email or WeChat ID that I have mentioned. So you can hire me for the Word assignment, Excel assignment and PowerPoint assignment as well. You can hire me for your other courses like accounting, management, finance, information technology, computer sciences or writing assignments as well. I will do your assignment plagiarism free with the Turnitin report as well. So look at the final version of the assignment. You can see and you can match your values with this one because this is 100% graded assignment.